Hi guys, welcome back to another video of the Exploity video series. My name is Apar and I'm an IoT security bandit at Exploity. So in the previous videos you saw how you can publish, subscribe and crack authentication on a generic MQTT broker. But this video is going to be more specific and more targeted towards the AWS IoT. So AWS IoT message broker is implemented on the MQTT version 3.1.1, but it has some minor tweaks to the specifications. You can check that out on the AWS official documentation. As for this video, I'm already assuming that you have an AWS account. All you have to do is go to AWS IoT, create a thing, activate that thing, generate certificates, download those certificates, then create a policy and attach those certificates to that policy. So the certificates that you're going to need for this video or to follow me with in this video are going to be the root CA certificate, the thing certificate of the thing you created, the certificate of the thing, and lastly the private key. So this video will cover two plugins. One is the mqtt.aws.sub, the other is the mqtt.aws.pub, which is AWS publish and AWS subscribe. So let's start with the demonstration. So I have opened my Exploity framework. Let's run plugin ID MQTT AWS. Let's start with the subscribe plugin sub-h. So this plugin allows you to subscribe to a topic on AWS IoT endpoint, which is your cloud MQTT broker, and read the messages being published on that topic. Alright. So you are going to need to take care of some arguments here. I'll run into each of those very quick. So first is a -r, which is the R host. So this is the host name or the IP address of the endpoint. So in this case it is AWS IoT MQTT broker. So I'll show you how you can get that URL. Next is the -p, which is the R port, which is the port number of the endpoint, which is again your AWS IoT MQTT broker. The default is 8883, which we are going to use. Next is the -t, which is the topic to subscribe on, which is pretty obvious if you are already aware of MQTT protocol. Next is -i, which is the client ID to be used for the connection. The default is the random client ID. Alright. So next are the three certificates that I mentioned. First is -a. So here you have to give the path to the root CA file. Alright. Next is -k, which is the private key. You have to here give the path to the private key of the thing. Next is -c cert, the certificate file of the thing. Alright. So I download. One was the root CA certificate, the second was certificate for the thing, and the third was the private key of the thing. So next is -h, which is for WebSockets. So if you are using MQTT over WebSockets, you have to specify -s. Next is -u, which is the username. Specify the new username to be used. If not specified, it connects without authentication. So in this video, I'm not going to cover the authenticated publish and subscribe. So for that you basically need your AWS IAM credentials, alright, which is again your username and your password. So next is the -w, which is the password. Specify the password to be used. If not specified, it connects without authentication. Alright. So next is -o, which is the timeout. So time in seconds, it will keep waiting or reading for the message. So it is generally the time it would basically wait or subscribe to that specific topic. So the default is 5 seconds, but you can change accordingly. So let's give it a run. So I'll show you how you can get the endpoint URL. So this is the Exploity named thing that I have created. I have to go to the thing, interact, and here you find the URL to your endpoint. Simply copy it and paste it here. So since we are using the default port, no need for -p here. Topic to subscribe on, let's say demo is the topic. So we won't specify -i, so let it use a random client ID. Next is -a, which is the root CA certificate. So I'll quickly see where my root CA certificate is. Yeah, so it is in the AWS IoT. So I have renamed these certificates for your convenience for you to explain. So the root CA certificate has been renamed to cert.pm. Alright. So next is the private key. So we'll copy the path from here. So our private key is pri.pem.key. All right. So the next is the certificate of the thing, certificate file of the thing. So we'll specify the path again. pcert.pem.crt. So yeah, we have specified the path to the certificate file of the thing. We won't be using -s again, since we are not seeing the IAM user IAM credential based authentication in this, so I'll skip -u and -w as of now. -o is for the timeout, so let's keep it for 10 seconds. So as you can see, it has subscribed to the topic demo on the AWS endpoint which we specified, and on the default port, which is the 8883. So it will run for 10 seconds, and as you can see, since no messages were being published on that topic, it is not showing any messages, and it has successfully passed as of now. So now I'll fire up Exploity framework and show you the other plugin that I was talking about. So run mqtt aws publish -h. So this plugin publishes a message on a topic to a specified AWS endpoint, as it is pretty clear from the name itself. So the arguments remain pretty much the same again. So I'll quickly give it a run. mqtt aws pub. So our URL to the endpoint. Next is the default port that we are using. So topic, let's write something to the topic demo. The message will be exploity. All right. So we won't specify any ID. So then the three paths to the three certificates. So the paths to the three certificates. All right. I'm simply copying it from here in order to save time. So no hyphen s, no hyphen u, no hyphen w. So timeout, let's keep it default 5 seconds. All right, so now I'll subscribe to that topic again and publish. So as you can see, our message exploitee was published on the topic demo and our plugin has passed. Again, the message was published on the topic demo to the AWS IoT endpoint and the endpoint that we have specified here on the port number 8883, which is the default port, and our test has passed successfully. And here you can see in the subscribe as well, on the topic demo that we subscribe to, our message exploitee has been read or is clear here. So again, the test mqdd.aws sub and mqdd.aws pub has successfully passed. All right. So I hope you understood how you can use the aws.mqdd.pub and aws.mqdd sub plugins for the AWS IoT. We are hoping to make new videos, new content on specifically towards how you can get started with AWS IoT. All right. So that was it for this video. You can log on to our website, which is www.exploitee.io. You can shop and look for the cool hardware tools that I'm going to show in the upcoming videos. You can refer to the documentation of what I just did on exploitee.readthedocs.io. For all the latest news and updates regarding the framework, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, and the links are here on the screen right now. So you can subscribe to the channel because we are putting out a lot of more good IoT security related content, and a subscribe, a like, a good comment would help us. It basically encourages us to put out more and more good content and put in more efforts for you guys. So that was it for this video. Thanks a lot. See you in the next.